Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome. So we're here today with RWBY Vol.1, Chapter 3 reaction. So this is the second part of the two-parter, I guess, but this is obviously two different episodes, but it's supposed to be one continuous story. Yeah, in the last episode we met, I keep saying episode, I'm gonna get used to that. In the last chapter we met Jean, who I'm thinking is related to Jean of Arc, but obviously there is no actual confirmation of that. Episode 2 hasn't come out yet, so obviously I'm recording these back to back. So I'm not sure, people will probably correct me. I'm almost certain, unless they're like not supposed to be related to anyone else. Unless like only the four main characters that we've seen are supposed to be, related to fairy tales or myths or legends, so on and so forth, and like all the other characters, that isn't the case. I don't know for sure, but if that is the case, if he's not supposed to be related to anyone, if he's just supposed to be his own person, with no relations to any mythical creatures, mythical people, fairy tale characters, so on and so forth, then that's also completely a-okay. Without the way though, let's hop right into Volume 1, Chapter 3. Let's get started. Loud. I could just do that, honestly. And do stuff. My goodness. Modern technology. Crazy. RWBY. Find a way.
RWBY, over here. I saved you a spot.
Yeah, you abandoned her.
I gotta go. I'll see you after the ceremony.
Hey, wait! Ah, great. Where am I supposed to find another nice, quirky girl to talk to?
Well, I'm assuming her.
Stay going, little sister.
I'm assuming this person right here, just because we saw that
Quirky
person.
girl to talk to.
Right here. I mean, outfit-wise, I have no idea. This looks like a traditional, what's the best way to phrase it? Like a traditional fantasy clothing design for a female. That's what this looks like. All right. Yeah. Like I honestly I wouldn't even be able to figure out like what that's supposed to, if they're supposed to be like cultural references or cultural links to anything. Like this just looks like traditional fantasy female outfit. Is the best way I could describe it.
How's your first day going, little sister? You mean
Wow.
since you ditched me and I exploded? Yikes, meltdown already? No, I literally exploded a hole in front of the school. And there was some fire, and I think some ice. Are you being sarcastic? I wish. I tripped over some crabby girl's luggage, and then she yelled at me. And then I sneezed, and then I exploded, and then she yelled again. And I felt really, really bad, and I just wanted her to stop yelling at me. You! Oh God, it's happening again! You're lucky we weren't blown off the side of the cliff.
Oh my God, you really exploded.
Yeah.
It was an accident!
Me.
What's this? The Schnee Dust Company is not responsible for any injuries or damages sustained while operating a Schnee Dust Company product. Although not mandatory, the Schnee family highly encourages their customers to read and familiarize themselves with this easy-to-follow guide to dust application and practice in the field.
You know what this is? Do you know what this is? When you watch TV, I really don't watch TV besides watching football, soccer. I don't really watch TV besides watching football. But whenever you see a pharmacist advert, right? It's like, okay, this medicine, it can cure headaches. Nice. And then at the end, it's like, side effects include explosion, explosive diarrhea, blowing up, spontaneous combustions, have fun. And it's like, I think I'm good. I think I'm just gonna stick to, sleeping it out. I'm good. That's basically what this is. It's that, here is a 50-page side effect manual. That everything could be good, that everything could go wrong, that everything could go some manner, some way, some shape or form that we are not responsible for. Have fun. That's basically what it is.
Customers to read and familiarize themselves with this easy-to-follow guide to dust application and practice in the field.
You really want to start making things up to me?
Absolutely.
Read this and don't ever speak to me again.
Look,
They're gonna become best
sounds
friends.
like you two just got off on the wrong foot. Why don't you start over and try to be friends, okay?
Nah.
Yeah, great idea, sis. Hello, Weiss. I'm Ruby. Wanna hang out? We could go shopping for school supplies. Yeah, and we can paint our nails and try on clothes and talk about cute boys like tall, blonde, and scraggly over there.
Ah, why are you throwing shade at him? What has he done to you? What? Like, come on, man. This guy's just there minding his own business, just trying to fit in, yo. Like, hey, hi, how y'all doing? And he's like, yeah, look at this guy. This guy's a nerd.
He's
like,
like
come on.
tall, blonde, and scraggly over there.
Well, really?
No.
No.
I'll keep this brief. You have traveled here today in search of knowledge, to hone your craft and acquire new skills. And when you have finished, you plan to dedicate your life to the protection of the people. But I look amongst you, and all I see is wasted energy, in need of purpose, direction.
Okay.
You assume knowledge will free you of this, but your time at this school will prove that knowledge can only carry you so far.
Experience.
It is up to you to take the first step.
You will gather in the ballroom tonight. Tomorrow.
You know what? She, first of all, she looks an awful, I wouldn't say an awful lot, but she does remind me a little bit of like, especially when you look at like yeah, that's not even the same hair. Maybe I'm just thinking because it's the white dress, that could be it. But like, I mean, I thought like maybe there's a connection there, maybe I'm probably reaching, okay.
You will gather in the ballroom tonight. Tomorrow, your initiation begins. Be ready. You are dismissed.
He seemed kind of off. It's almost like he wasn't even there.
I'm a natural blonde, you know.
Oh, come on, bro. Just move on.
It's like a big slumber party.
I don't think Dad would approve of all the boys, though.
I know I do.
Well, okay.
Ugh.
Aww.
A letter to the gang back at Signal.
Oh, this
I
poor
promised to tell
sucker.
them all about Beacon and how things are going.
Aw, that's so cute.
Shut up! I didn't get to take my friends with me to school. It's weird not knowing anyone here.
What about John? He's nice. There you go. +1 friend. That's 100% increase.
Pretty sure Weiss counts as a negative friend. Back to 0.
There's no such thing as negative friends. You just made 1 friend and 1 enemy. Look, it's only been 1 day.
Yeah?
Trust me, you've got friends all around you.
Ma,
You just
check out.
haven't met them yet.
Man, well, perfect timing, eh? Perfect timing. But I was just gonna say, like, she really loves that rose design. Not just here.
You just made 1 friend and 1 enemy. Look, it's only been
But
1 day.
also-
Trust me, you've got friends all around you. You just haven't met them yet.
Here. Really likes the rose design. But here goes your here's your second friend. Not yet. Probably not yet.
That girl.
You know her?
Not really. She saw what happened this morning, but left before I could say anything.
Well, now's your chance.
Well, wait, what are you doing?
That would be me right there.
Hello! I believe you two may know each other.
Me to a
Aren't
T.
you that girl that exploded?
Yeah. My name's Ruby.
Okay.
But you can just call me Crater. Actually, you can just call me Ruby.
Ruby, yeah. Let's stick to that.
Okay.
What are you doing? I don't know. Help me.
So, what's your name?
Blake.
Well, Blake, I'm Yang, Ruby's older sister.
Who
I like
looks
your bow.
Nothing alike.
Thanks.
It goes great with your pajamas.
Well,
Right.
flying
Nice night,
start.
don't you think?
Yes. It's lovely. Almost as lovely as this book. But I will continue to read
Get the message. Do you get the message?
as soon as you leave.
You get a hint?
Yeah, this girl's a lost cause.
What's it about?
Huh?
Your book. Does it have a name?
Well, it's about a man with 2 souls, each fighting for control over his body.
Oh yeah, that's real lovely.
I love.
which wolf will grow? Is that what it's supposed to be like? Like, which wolf will grow stronger? It's the one you feed. Or however that poem goes. Is that what it's supposed to represent? Is that what it's supposed to hint towards? The wolf thing, like. Oh, I've got two wolves fighting inside me. One of them screams carnage and anger and in violence. The other one screams in forgiveness, love and peace. Which one will remain victorious, Elder? Which one is the one that that I should listen to? Which one is the one that will ultimately shape my destiny? And the Elder's like, it's the one you feed. Something like that, right? I don't know. It's something like that. I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Each fighting for control over his body.
Oh yeah, that's real lovely. I love books. Yang used to read me every night before bed. Stories of heroes and monsters. They're one of the reasons I want to be a huntress.
Why is that? Hoping you'll live happily ever after?
Well, I'm hoping we all will. As a girl,
Innocent.
I wanted to be just like those heroes in the books. As someone who fought for what was right and who protected people who couldn't protect themselves.
That's very ambitious for a child. Unfortunately, the real world isn't the same as a fairy tale.
Well, that's why we're here. To make it better. Oh, I'm so proud of my baby sister.
Wow. Wow. That is a straight punch.
Well, Ruby, Yang, it's a
What in
pleasure
the
to...
world is going on over here? Don't you realize some of us are trying to sleep? Oh, not you again!
Shh, guys, she's right. People are trying to sleep.
Oh, now you're on my side.
I was
well,
always on your
here we
side.
go.
Yeah, what's your problem with my sister? She's only trying to be nice.
She's a hazard to my health.
That's how. You can obviously tell Ruby's age. That you can tell the fact that obviously Ruby is significantly younger than, well, not significantly, but she is younger than all of them. Look, Ruby is the traditional goody two shoes, and I don't mean that in like a condescending way, because like the goody two shoe, you know, that's usually used as an insult, but I actually mean it like in a genuine hero of justice kind of way. All right, which that's fine. That's all nice. That's neat, and so on and so forth. When I was growing up, I wanted to be the villain. I read all these stories and how the villains always got caught in the end, and I was like, if that was me, I'd never get caught. I would never get caught. They'd never catch me. That was always me, right? I was never the goody two shoes. In almost every story, it was never the good guys that I liked. Most stories only have boring good guys, and it's always like the villains that make the story. You know, for example, one of my favorite villains, of course, is Joker. The Dark Knight series, well, the Dark Knight movie series is amazing, but Joker in general from Batman is amazing. It's always the villains that I always liked, like for the most part. The villains make a show for me. That used to be the case for me when I was younger. So like, I can't really, my younger self wouldn't really be able to relate to being a goody two. I'd probably be more like, I'd probably like Blake in terms of her character the most, just because. Kind of real, if you want to call it a realist, like the kind of cynical realist that tends to never be right in any medium. Tends to never be right. It's like whenever you see like one of those, like, I don't know, what's an example I can give? Santa Claus movies, right? We're in the totally opposite weather from that. But like any Santa Claus movie, it's never the person that's like, Santa Claus isn't real. That has a happy ending. It's always the people like, man, Santa Claus is real. Santa Claus is alive. He's gonna come and give you presents. It's never the cynical realist, right, that wins. It's always the person that's like, there is no way that this could not be the case. Like it's always the goody two shoes, right? I'm always rooting for the other people that are like, no, this can't happen. You can't dream. You can't. You can't grow. So on and so forth. That's always the kind of people I like. Just like the dream crushers. All right. But look, overall, I like the fact how they all came together. And obviously, they're not like best friends or anything of that sort. But clearly, they are growing. There was a very interesting line though, I must say, about that Ruby said about the speech, or was it Young that said it? Like, it feels like he's almost not here. It feels like he's almost not here. Now to me, the speech was actually pretty good. You know, I thought there was absolutely nothing wrong with the speech, because I thought, I like how there's like an intentional space here where like Blake would fit in. But like I thought the speech was very fit for what they're doing. It was, you know, perfectly fit for the occasion. The kind of speech that I would give, although my speeches tend to be a little bit more cheesy when I tell them, but intentionally so, like intentionally cheesy, because I like the cheesy aspects of things, right? If I'm giving a speech, it's like one of those, oh yes, as I said, I'm not a goody two shoes, but my speeches tend to be like this. Oh yes, the dreams that we all have and the power that we can manifest through our dreams. We can achieve so much, we can do so little, but yet with the little amount that we have done, we can inspire and light a flame, light the spark of rebellion, and light that spark of rebellion to even greater heights, because we're gonna fan those flames with the leaf that is growing out of our heart, and we're gonna ignite the forest. Like cheesy stuff like that, all right? Cheesy metaphors like that. That's kind of what I would do. So I actually think his speech was relatively good, but obviously since they made a point about it, maybe there's something up with him. Maybe there's some news that we haven't been told yet, or maybe there's just something that we are not aware of. Maybe he's not actually here. Maybe it was an imposter. I don't know. Yeah, besides that though, I mean, you had John, unfortunately, got kind of like what's the best way? He got kind of kicked to the curb, if we're being completely honest. But hey, it don't be like that sometimes. So the thing that like really seemed to like have, I don't want to say open to heart. That's also the wrong phrase, but it's the thing that really seems like, you know, that those two can sort of relate to, which is kind of funny considering that Ruby says that Young used to read all the books, but like Young has absolutely no interest in books. So she just like was reading her books, you know, for Ruby as a kid, just like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna read your books to help you fall asleep. As fairy tales, you know, they tend to are useful. But she had absolutely no interest in it. And Ruby does. Ruby does, and you know, that's kind of their talking point. You know, that's kind of how they started talking. I think, you know, especially with the way it ended, I think this is the start of them becoming friends. All four of them here, all four in the shop. I think a perfect way to end episode 3. With that said though, ladies and gentlemen, I will be seeing all of you in the next one. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out. And, you know, watch the original one. I completely forgot to say that at the beginning. But watch the original one before you watch my reaction to it. And with that out of the way, I will see all of you in the next one. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye.